Yo, what's up? This is First coming at you from the Comeback Kids. I want to welcome you to our next installment of Clashing with the Comeback Kids. Got a couple things we want to talk about today. One is we just finished a war. I guess we finished it on a couple days ago. And two, we made some changes to the clan, and so we'll talk a little bit about that. And three, we'll talk about witches, go Wiwi, giant Wiwi, which is a slight variation of go Wiwi that's been tried in our clan. Some of the pluses, some of the minuses, that kind of stuff. So first off, we did just finish a war a few days ago and we lost, and so our streak of 13 wins in a row came to an end. If you're looking at why we lost, it was one reason and one reason alone. We had 30 attacks used out of 40. So we did not use 25% of our attacks. You're not going to win wars when you're leaving 25% of your attacks unused. And so obviously that resulted in what I'm going to talk about in a little bit, which is some of the changes to the clan and really bringing this clan back to where it was maybe a few weeks ago or a month ago, when we had 15 on 15 wars, real committed guys, didn't have to go out and beg people to use both attacks, they just did. And really when we were rolling with our 13 in a row, towards the beginning at least, that was what we were doing. And so we've gotten back to that. We'll probably start a war here in a few days, maybe a couple of days. We'll see how antsy we get. I'm upgrading my king right now. Other folks are upgrading their heroes or upgrading stuff in their base that they want available for war. There are some things like spell factories that if you're upgrading them, you cannot make new spells. That makes it very tough for war. And so stuff like that I don't know if anybody's actually upgrading their spell factories, but sometimes it's nice to have a break. It also, wars are very expensive in elixir and even sometimes dark elixir, because you're training a lot of troops, not only to fill up the war castles, but also to fill up your clanmates' clan castles for the attack. Nobody's going in and asking for just archers, which, why would they? They're trying to get stars. They're asking for dragons. They're asking for witches, wizards, all this stuff that costs quite a bit. And so, it's nice to have a chance to build up the elixir storage a little bit. As you can see, my gold is quite a bit down. Just started upgrading a archer tower. That was 5 million. And so 6 days from now, I'll have 4 out of the 6 archer towers up to the top for Town Hall 9, and working on getting those last 2. Yeah, I am thinking about upgrading my archer queen. She is currently level 8. Be great to get her to level 10. Makes that royal cloak feature more powerful. But I'm also, my lab is available in 4 hours, and I'd like to get my dark elixir up to 60,000 and get golems going to level 2. That's what I'd like to do, because I think I'd like to learn how to use the go wipe or go Wiwi attack strategy, and level 1 golems probably aren't going to do the trick for that. So working on that. If I can't get the elixir, the dark elixir, in the next 4 hours, I need about 4,845 to be precise. My drills will give me some of that, but I'll have to go raid and get a bunch more. If I can't get it, I may start lightning spell. That's only a 4-day upgrade and 2 million elixir, and then I can use my dark elixir to get my archer queen up. She costs 45,000, and maybe I can get 60,000 by the time the lab's available again. So enough of my rambling. All right, let's talk about the last war. I do want to highlight something here. I want to highlight a couple of raids at the end. Andrew and Ranger. Andrew attacked with 23 minutes left. Ranger attacked with 15 minutes left, and it was becoming fairly clear that this war was over. Of course, we don't say it's over until it's actually over, but you know, these are guys that are, I think Ranger's a Town Hall 8, Andrew's a Town Hall 7, on his way to Town Hall 8. They certainly could use the resources to build up their base, and so they had, you know, you could say, well, they had already trained the drags, or in the case of Ranger, trained hogs and drags, and so why not go ahead and use them in war? But you could take the armies that they put together and go on multiplayer campaign and, you know, find other bases and probably get more loot on a dead base than you would get from this war. I mean, you think about it, yeah, the wars are a great way to build resources, but if you know you're going to lose, you're not going to get near as much loot. I mean, what was my available loot? Does it say on here? Yeah, 143,000 of each. Well, spent more than that on just one raid. And the same thing with these guys, Andrew and Ranger. And so I'm going to take you through their attacks. So, you know, this is the kind of committed clan members we want in this clan. Guys that are never going to say die until the battle day is over, and they just went for it. And they both had awesome attacks with troops that, like I said, were not cheap, and could probably have gotten, you know, 300,000 of each and a bunch of dark elixir if they went and tried to find a base in multiplayer. But they went and they gave those troops to the clan in the form of an attack. And so I'll start with Andrews, and we'll take these through double speed. He does just a standard dragon attack, but I mean, there's 10 dragons in his camps and one in the clan castle. And so 11 drags. He uses 2 spells, and he has really gotten good at picking the right bases, at spreading out the dragons, and they just manhandle this base. And he'll end up with a couple of drags at the end. He only used 2 spells, and so really incredible. He's already up to 1 star. He's going to soon be up to 2 stars, and now I'm going to go 4 times speed because this is all academic at this point. He's just cleaning up the buildings. There's no more defenses left. He's going to have 3 dragons left and only have used 2 spells and just leveled this guy. And, you know, this guy looks like he was probably a very strong Town Hall 7 and just recently went to Town Hall 8. He had 3 air defenses. 2 of them were high level and 1 was a level 3, so he had just started getting that up. But, you know, Andrew's fighting with level 2 dragons and level 4 healing spells, and he just leveled that guy. So, hey, it's great to have you in the clan, Andrew. Great to have you in the wars. You know, I know that keeping trophies up at Town Hall 7 is tough when you're trying to farm. And so it's not always, you're not always in the wars, but we do like having you in there because, my goodness, do you carry your weight, even when victory seems virtually impossible. And then the other one I want to show you with 15 minutes left here is Ranger. And this is another expensive army. It's a hybrid, and really a clever little hybrid using hogs and drags. And you can see he's drawing out clan castle troops with double speed. Then he puts a dragon out there on the left side, draws the clan castle troops out there, drops a couple of drags to take out the clan castle troops, and then brings in these hogs. And with hogs and healing spells, he's able to take out all 4 air defenses. So they're just going to make their way into that inner ring. Take out that, and with 1 more defense gone, then they go to the air defense. And at this point, it's over. He did drop a heal spell there. That would be probably, you know, he probably wasted that one. Didn't need it. These dragons are just going to take it down without air defense taking them down. Yeah, they're seeking air mines, but apparently those were not a problem for his drags. And he just annihilates his base. So we'll go 4 times speed. He finishes them up. He's got a couple of archers there helping him out, although they're just kind of beating up against the walls. Dragons do the work, and it's over. So 5 level for 3 drags, 24 level 4 hogs. That's an expensive army, and he used that on a clan war raid, and everyone else in the clan needs to give him a thank you for that, because like I said, he could have gone out and got loot. Of course, if he'd have done that and he'd have put some kind of farming army in there, we would have given him a lot of grief. Well deserved. So while I give him kudos, this is what we expect of our clan. We expect our clan to train high-level troops and to use those troops to get stars, no matter how far behind we are, because we're the comeback kids, and we've seen ourselves come back from down in a lot of wars. So, all right, I mentioned we had a lot of inactives, and you can see anybody on our clan list here that doesn't have a little star and a number next to them is no longer in the clan. One that hurts there is number 5, the number 1, you know, the top guy there. I've never known what that name means. I've always called him number 5. Maybe it stands for something else that I should be calling him. But he's our boy. He used to be the leader of our clan, Hell's Blood, and boy, you know, no fun not having him in the clan. But he just wasn't really into it. He only used 1 attack in this war. He didn't use any attacks in the last 2 wars he was in. He's already joined another clan, and so we wish him the best. And no hard feelings, but you know, he wasn't really feeling the wars back to back, and so he's gone. Cole Malone and Badry were Town Hall 10s, and I'd say number 5 is the exception. He's our boy at Town Hall 10, but other than that, we really aren't looking for Town Hall 10s in our base, and the reason is quite simple. When they match your clan against another clan for war, they do it based on a number of things, and I think your hero levels, your troop levels, your wall levels, and I want to say Town Hall level has a part in it, because we noticed when we started having a couple of Town Hall 10s that we would get matched up against other clans that had a few Town Hall 10s, and that's not a problem as long as the Town Hall 10s in your clan are able to take the Town Hall 10s in their clan, and you know, if you're going to attract more stiff competition, you got to make sure that the high guys in your clan that are the reason you're getting those tougher opponents are able to take out those and get 2 stars on those tougher opponents. And really, that just wasn't the case with these guys. You know, Badry was able to get 1 star there on Pata and 1 star on Keep Sit Fresh, and that was not a new star, that was actually someone else. So you got a total of 1 star in the war, and you can see that Pata is their number 8, and he's a Town Hall 9, and Badry got 1 star on them. And Keep Sit Fresh is their number 11, and he's a Town Hall 9. Well, let's scroll up to their Town Hall 10s. They had 4 Town Hall 10s. The top guy wasn't attacked. The second guy got taken out by Danny D, who is in our clan as a Town Hall 9. So we had our Town Hall 9 go after that Town Hall 10 and get 2 stars. So well done, Danny. Number 5 took on their Town Hall 10 third base there, and he got a star. I think he'd tell you that he probably should have got 2 stars on that raid. He got 55%, just couldn't get to the Town Hall. Number 4 player there, I took him out. That was the Town Hall 10. I did an all-drag army and was able to get enough, 60%, and the Town Hall. And so, you know, here's their 4 Town Hall 10s in their clan that are probably only in, you know, we only attracted this clan with those Town Hall 10s because we had Town Hall 10s in our base, or in our clan, and you know, we got, our Town Hall 10s got a total of 1 star against them. And so it just isn't working to have that. We need competition that matches our level, and so our level is really Town Hall 9s, Town Hall 8s, Town Hall 7 if you're really working it, maxing that thing out. You got Dragons level 2, you got Heal Spells level 4, and you can master that drag raid like Andrew did. You get your army spaces to 200, your clan castle to 20. You know, I think, you know, Andrew was a good example that we could take Town Hall 7s, but 7s, 8s, and 9s is really where we're going to be at here for a while. So anyway, the last thing, this video's been going on for a while, but I did mention I'm going to talk a little bit about witches and Go Wiwi and Go Wipe and Giant, our rendition of it, which is Giant Wiwi, which could work, but there are some weaknesses in that strategy. There's a reason the golems are so strong, and so we're going to talk about that real quickly here. First things first, I've got level 5 level 5 wizards, sorry. Witches only go to level 2. Level 5 wizards, and I need you to remember this number, 170 damage per second. and they do area splash. So they do damage to multiple units at a time. If they're shooting into a herd of troops, if they're in the clan castle, they come out on defense and they shoot into a herd of troops, they're doing 170 damage per second on all the troops within that area. So also got to look at giants here, and these are all numbers that you need to remember as we're going to look into something here. Giants do have 940 hit points. 940 hit points. And at the same time, golems have 4,500 hit points. 4,500. And so here's the math that we're going to go through. Remember, 170. I'm going to pull up a calculator here. 170 is how much damage my level 5 wizards do on the other troops. Damage per second. So if you are a giant and you got 940 hit points and the wizard is doing 170 in damage per second, it's going to take that wizard about 5.5 seconds to completely kill your giant. At the same time, a golem has 4,500 hit points. That same wizard is going to take 26.5 seconds, so another 21 seconds more to take out your golem. And then really once the golem dies, actually they break up into two mini golems, and they have, it doesn't say on here, well, yeah, so their mini golemites have 900 hit points. So actually you've got 2 golemites with 900 plus the golem with 4,500. So, but we're only paying attention to the golem and the 4,500 at level 1 here. So I've tried this before, the idea that, well, why don't you just get a whole bunch of giants? Because if you do 940 hit points times, let's say, 15 giants, you got 14,100 hit points. And if you do 3 golems, on the other hand, you have 13,500 hit points. So 3 golems in hit points equals about 15 giants. And in theory, that's correct. When you're going up against cannons or archer towers or X-bows, that is correct that they can only go after 1 unit at a time, and it's going to take them the same amount of time to kill through 15 giants, actually a little more time to kill 15 giants than to kill 1 golem. Or to kill, I'm sorry, 3 golems. 3 golems. The problem is giants often travel in herds, and so when you've got a wizard in the clan castle, and to a lesser extent the mortars and the wizard towers, they just don't have as big in numbers as the wizards in damage per second. But when you got a wizard in the clan castle and giants that herd up, they're just going to take out your whole herd of giants in 5.5 seconds, and maybe even faster if they're level 6 wizards, and suddenly your meat shield that's supposed to be protecting your witches and wizards behind them is gone. And so that's the one flaw in the theory. And I'm going to take this off here, and we're going to show you, and I'm not trying to throw anybody under the bus. I love the trial and error aspect of this game, trying a new attack, running the numbers, seeing how you can perhaps, now, hogs became so easy. Just train a bunch of hogs, and if you draw out the clan castle and draw out the heroes and kill them, it's almost, it was almost, before the last update, it was almost a done deal where the hogs, I'm not saying it was a guarantee, but it was, that was a strategy. You just train hogs, a bunch of barbs or archers, and follow that path. I like the fact that now, even though I miss the hog raids, I like the fact that folks are trying new attack strategies. And so this is not intended to throw anybody under the bus, but we need to learn from each other. And so this attack here is going to try this giants instead of golems with witches and wizards behind them. Now my double speed drops his giants, and you can see that 3 split off over there, but otherwise all these over here are together. And he's got level 6 wizards, and he's got 3 of them in his clan castle. So the heal spell keeps him alive for a little bit, but you can see that giant bomb doesn't help. Pretty much those giants are going to be gone here very soon. They're gone, and now the wizards are going to be shooting out our boys wizards and witches, and you know, he does a good job to get to 48 or 49%, but there's no giants there to protect him anymore. And so we can you use the giant Wiwi strategy? Yeah, I think you can on the right base. I think you gotta draw out the clan castle troops, because any wizards or dragons in there are just gonna rip through herds of giants. So you got to clear out the clan castle troops if you know that there's wizards or dragons, or I guess if you don't know that there's not wizards or dragons, which you wouldn't know unless somebody else attacked it first and drew them out. And then maybe you pick a side of the base where the splash damage, like the mortars and wizards, are closer to the edges, and you can take them out quickly, because you know, a herd of 15 giants will take out defenses much faster than a golem. Because the golems do very little damage per second. And so, you know, picking the right base, taking that extra step of clearing out the clan castle, I think it could work. And we'll just continue to improve on these strategies. You know, and you know, we'll continue to maybe build up our golems to make the go wipe or the go Wiwi attack strategies viable. On the other hand, golems get very expensive as you upgrade them. I think at the level 4, they're like 650 per golem, so if you're training 3 of them, that's like almost 2,000 dark elixir just in golems, and that doesn't include the witches that you're training. So it gets very expensive. So I like the idea of trying to find giants as an alternative. We just may need to you know, strategize on base selection. If this video were longer, I could show you the replay of this chief. Chief is their number 5 guy there. He attacked my base with golems, witches, and wizards, and got 49%. I'm not going to replay it because we've already had over 20 minutes here in this video, and it's way too long. So just take my word for it. My base held up. Booyah. Anyway, that's it for now. Hope you enjoyed. Hit subscribe below if you want to find out about future videos. Hit the like button if you like the video. Hit and leave me a comment if you got ideas about future videos. You know, we can always try some new stuff, maybe some base reviews, some unique attacks, do stuff like that. Or we can do what we're doing, which is, you know, trying to go through the math that is behind the attack strategies and find out the best ways to raid. So anyway, keep on clashing. Peace out.